Hello and welcome to Torment, Tides of Numenera. So, we are still in the underbelly, scoping out the place and looking for Matkina, the White Death. Mapper, you know anything about that? We just left the crime scene, and it was bloody, to say the least. From a distance, it looks as if this mutant is wearing a form-fitting suit of finely patterned lines in white, yellow, and pale blue. On closer examination, it becomes apparent that these are tattoos, and they cover nearly the entirety of his body, even his shaved head. His actual clothes are simple and worn, and his boots look as tough as though they have seen hard use. Okay. He's studying the meaningless swirls and whorls on his arms, and mouthing names that means nothing to you. Solvi, Valint, Virgo, Tantris. When he looks up at you, you see that a strange device covers one of his eyes. A deep blue light shines in its center, and it seems to measure and evaluate as he focuses on you. He smiles as you approach, a broad, beaming grin that says he considers friend. Guess as he says, consider you a friend already. I'm Meppa, he says, extending his hand. New face. New faces mean new places. I've been everywhere around here. I found my way into places long sealed and best forgotten. Met all sorts of people. He frowns. Can't say I've cared much for some of them. It's true. His voice is fast, insistent, incisive. Still I try. The communities of our world are islands of light. Sometimes they wink out, sometimes they flake up. I want to link them together. I want to be a bridge. I'm looking for a woman named Matkina. Do you know where I can find her?
Making a note.
Matkina, the White Death. I've heard of her. I know where she hides too. He grins wide, exposing a mouthful of extraordinarily white and clean teeth. I can tell you where she is, but I hate to say it comes with a price. Much as I love to talk about my travels, I need to finish a patch of my Cliffs maps. I need bragging rights for the next time I see the navigators. He shrugs. Also, she might not be happy, I've told. Okay, fine. But I might be able to help you find it, for a trade, of course. He drops his voice. Have you heard of the Challenging God? Savior of Cliffs in times past and so forth? They say he had a sanctuary under the city. A place he used to retreat to and plan for the future. I thought on his past. You know, making possibly maps. The sanctuary is one important place I haven't seen in Cliffs. I need to fill in my map. As far as I can tell, it's not far past the Sticha lair. The problem I'm having is that I just can't make any sense of their language. Maybe you can talk to them. He shrugged disarmingly. It's a hell of a price, I know, but there it is. You wanna find Matkina? You find the sanctuary for me. Why didn't you go look for the sanctuary yourself? Kiss-sucking Sticha, that's why. They got their precious eggs in their lair. They won't let me in. It's not like I've got any interest in the eggs, but I got no patience for dealing with their clicks and rumbles. I just wanna know, Gummy. Is there some other way into the sanctuary besides the Sticha lair? There must be. Changing God wasn't the kind of person who just put one entrance into the place, but I haven't been able to find the back door for the life of me. I want to ask some questions. He already started to return to his examination of his tattoos, and he responds absently, Go ahead. Have you heard anything about the murders down here? Murders? What murders? Alarm colors his face, and a faint red streak runs through his tattoos. No one tells me anything. One of the drawbacks of being a drifter, I suppose. No one thinks to keep you informed. And he looks around. Of course, in a place like this, people don't generally talk to each other much anyway. You say you want to be a bridge. How do you even do that? He shrugs, a faint smile on his lips. I travel, I see places, I map them out on my skin. And maybe inside me, I don't know. I mean, the lines change when I look. And they got, to be stored someplace, right? He scratches his bald head. The lines flow under his fingers. I just need to collect places. I need to know that I've done something. Making maps is all I know. It's all I want to know. Where did you get all these tattoos? These are not tattoos, they're maps. Exposes a shiny grin. Maps of places I've been or heard of. He covers the artificial eye with his hand and says, if I look at my skin like this, it's meaningless. Then he uncovers it and says, but look at like this. Suddenly I see the map. Springing up off my skin, I focus on it. It all comes clear. Buildings, people, smells, even a route to get there. It's worthless to anyone else, of course, without me to interpret the map. It's a combination of my mutation and the lens. Finding the eyepiece was the best part of being born like this. Yeah, it made me feel like my life made sense at last. And that, my friend, is far more luck than anyone deserves. Where have you been? It's probably easier to ask where I haven't been. All over the Sagas Protectorate. The oasis of Mirajolios, Valley of Dead Heroes, Colne Village, the ruins of Arcoplasia, and all around the Black Cube, the Tower of Birds, where the Furlos fell, even up past the Clock of Kalo to Vrog. As he speaks, the lines on his body shift and move, coming into prominence with the words. Every place was a treat, an experience. Did you know most people never go more than 50 kilometers from the village of their birth? If that, I've been tremendously lucky, my friend. He smiles down at his maps. Then he looks back at you and says, more quietly, if you plan to travel, I'd avoid the grasslands though. The birds will take your meat for their meals and your bones for their nests. Nice, farewell. So, I need to look for
learning.
secret Sticha maps. Mikala, might as well talk with her or him. Hard to say. Hey. In a stall filled with all manner of dusty parts, connectors, and strange devices, a woman tinkers with a half-assembled power source, peering at it through spectacles that have several adjustable lenses. Her long white hair is disheveled, and the skin of her thin frame is marked with small scars and burns. She looks up curiously as you approach. Welcome to Mikala's Mechanicals. I got a bunch of broken stuff and a few things that work. You want any of it? Let me know. Where do you get your stock? He shrugs. Trade mostly. Your friend Eligern there brings me things now and then. Hello, priest. You're not scared, Mikala? I get stuff from little Mon too, though sometimes his stuff is too hot to touch. Even a few things from the Sticha, if you can believe it. You traded the Sticha? Now and then, they dig up all kinds of things in those tunnels of theirs. Picky about what they trade for though. Only want things that will hold a lightning charge, flashbacks, get generators, that kind of thing. Your Frau burrows. Furrows. Damn. Which is weird. Now that I think of it, because their eggs hold a charge, like Little batteries they are. I've even converted a few of them to power things. Though, don't tell the Sticha that. Be like using a baby for firewood, in their eyes. Let me again very get this dog. Do you know a woman named Matkina? Pale skin, hard looks? Oh, I know that one. Carved and twitchy. Asked me to can the workings of some weird old device she had. Obsessed with it. Like it was a bit of a sniff and she a slave of it. Never seen the like it. She leans him. You seem like the kind would be interested, so I tell you. It was a jagged, knobby thing, black and evil. Little warts all over. She seemed to think it could help her remember something, but I couldn't even figure if it was on or off. Nearly killed me when I couldn't make it work for her. She frowns, remembering. I'd be mad, except I saw how sick she was with it. Shaking, tears, the whole lot. I sent her on her way and wish her luck. She'll need it, poor thing. Let me see what you have for sale. I don't know. Is this a good thing? Maybe we can get some good guns. Possibly not. Light melee weapons. Well, whatever. Training skill intimidation. Plus 3 damage. Intellect edge. Damn. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What else we got here? So,
Doing it.
Dendro Hur Chapel. You definitely want to check it out at one point.
Doing begets learning.
Juvenile stickers.
guess.
I love how the stickers are here.
Doing it now.
Let's just go this way. Meatmonger. Let's go with that. Hey! A short, solid man stands behind a smoking grill, turning pieces of meat with a pair of grimy tongs. Sweat is pouring down his grizzled face, yet he is covered head to toe in grease-spattered clothes. His sleeves are tight at the wrists, and his collar pinches his neck. Nearby are 3 large vats that are filled with living meat, great amorphous masses of it, with appendages growing from them like the limbs of animals drowning in a meat swamp. The first vat is filled with thick, throbbing muscles, red and raw. The second is a flapping monstrosity of leathery wings, and the third sprouts hundreds of locked tails, all wiggling obscenely. The cook looks up from his work and gives you a sweaty smile. Hey ho! I'm Mook, the wheatmonger. All you have. Matpa said that I should pay you a visit. Oh. Good old Matt. He'll get a shame for that next time I see him. Maybe I'll keep him on the straight. What kind of meat do you sell? Ha! He laughs and bangs the grill with his tongs, making sizzling grease fly. 3 kinds, friend. Anine, Rebel, and Lack. Right in those vats, actually. Want some? I'd like to buy some meat. Sure. What would you like? Anine, shank, Rebel, wing, Locktail? Anine, shank, please? How much is it? That'll be 2 shins. Okay, give me that. Mook nods, saunters over to the vat of red, throbbing muscles and carves off a slice. He spares the meat with a sharpened bone skewer and slaps it onto his grill, sprinkling it with a flurry of spices. When the meat is cooked, he hands you the skewer and you take a bite. The meat is gamey and a little tough, but the spices are so intense that you hardly notice. Lots of folks eat that 3 times a day. Luke thinks. Wish more of them would give my treble wings a try, but it's their loss, eh? You take another bite of the anine meat, trying to get a sense of the flavor that lies beneath the heavy spice, it stays someone's welter of memories. You've eaten alien flesh before, perhaps many times. It evokes a vague sense of desperation, a vast ruined landscape, detonations erupting around you, scavenging the bodies of fallen beasts for food. You realize that it isn't one memory, but many, many lifetimes. Perhaps in a hellscape of war, memories fade. I'm looking for a jack named Matkina. Pale skin, hard looks, wears a hood. I know her well. Buys from me all the time. Haven't seen her in a while though. You might ask Mapper over there by the shanties. He'll be the one with the maps on his skins. Keeps track of everybody. I've never seen meat grown in a vat before. How does it work? How? He shrugs. Couldn't tell you. Found a little doodad back when I was a butcher, and I'll fiddle with it all day long. Kinda like I do now with my tongs. He waves the tongs around to show you what he means. So one day I was fiddling with this thing while cutting up a carcass, and it kept growing back its missing parts. Cut the tail off, and there it was again, a moment later. Crazy, right? But it gave me an idea. I could open a little grill with no overhead, and it worked. Been cooking the same 3 hunks of flesh for years now. He beams. Can you use your doodad on yourself? Funny you should ask. Not long after I found it, I cut myself pretty good. Thought I'd try using my doodad to close up the wound. He grimaces. Well, it worked, but then I started growing toes all over my body. Didn't care for that at all. So I never did it again. Still trying to get rid of the toes. Right. Do you say you have toes growing all over your body? Hey, we all got our problems, and I got it better than most around here. Ain't my fault anyway. Well, I guess it's a little bit my fault. Why are you all bundled up like that? On account of the toes. Nobody wants to see a man with the toes growing all over his body, especially if he's cooking their food. Not even people in the underbelly got strong enough stomachs for that. He's a smart guy. I want to buy some meat. What did you say? The Drebu wing is good? Drebu wing is good? Pay him. Good choice. Milk produces a jagged knife and saws one of the leather wings from the fluttering massa and tosses it onto his grill. It flaps weakly for a few moments, then lies still. An aroma like sweet baking fruit begins to rise from savoring wing. After a short time, Milk lifts it from the grill with a pair of tongs and hands it to you. You take a bite. The wing is crunchy and sweet with a rich and fruity taste. Good, eh? Nobody believes it till they try. Milk grins and slaps his belly. I eat them all day long. Keeps me trim and handsome. Well. Alright.
Doing it
Paranoid
now.
man. What is this? More Sticha action? Uh-oh. Okay, what's this?
On it.
This is where I find most of my shins for some reason. You find a jumbled pile of large rocks at the end of this roughly hewn tunnel. The motionless limbs of Stichus protrude from the mound. The rents in its carapace, painted with a dried ichor, might move the rocks to uncover the corpse. Not you. You suck at this. 50%? Maybe. Can you do it? No. So we can go with 90%. Okay, you do it. Oh, he did it. Awesome. first rock is the hardest to shift. Once you warm to the task, you are nearly flinging them aside until you have fully exposed the corpse beneath. Examine the uncovered corpse. Clearly the creature was digging in this tunnel when the roof collapsed and killed it. Its smaller claw is mangled and smashed, but apart from the crushed thorax and a few gashes in its carapace, the body itself is surprisingly intact. Though natural, the creature's claws left furious gouges in the fallen rocks and the surrounding walls. You realize that it intentionally collapsed the tunnel. It wanted to die. What?
Let's go all, you and me.
Wow, that's quite the conclusion to jump to. I suppose, if that is the case.
Now.
Like, we just gotta accept it, but still. It's still hard to believe.
Sure.
Pelii? Oh, it's not what you would. Not you, Eratus.
Look out below! Above! Sideways!
Okay, I just want to talk with Pelii. This violet-skinned visitant paces back and forth before the cavern's opening. It wears fine clothes that serve to accentuate the tall, thin crest on its head. A symbol has been painted on the crest, mirroring the insignia marked on its chest. Its clothes are finely tailored and well made. The name of the creature's race crawls to your mind. It's Varyalan. This one has temporarily chosen to be female. Her bulbous eyes flash quickly around her surroundings before focusing directly on you. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't work. Come on. The council didn't send you. That much is plain. Her voice is high and fluting. Damn. High voice? I can't go higher. I don't know. You are aware that this cave isn't safe, I hope. What exactly do you want? I was wondering what you're doing here. I'm conducting a diplomatic negotiation on behalf of the city. Unfortunately, I am not dealing with a reasonable species. Her crest flutters irritably. I've made no progress at all. Days wasted in this miserable tunnel, and I have nothing to show my supervisors. Well, you gotta have patience. If you're irritated, then you suck at your job. Maybe I can help you negotiate? This cave isn't safe? Not unless you trust the discretions of the Sticha. Those insectoid monsters that are prowling about, most people are afraid of them. Who are you? An agent and a negotiator, dispatched here by the council, but that should be obvious from my clothing and my guards. What council do you serve? It gives you an incredulous look. The ruling council of the city, of course. The heads of the slave families. You must be new to Sagus Cliffs. Very well. Maybe I can help you negotiate. She looks you up and down, considering. Doubtful, but you might have other skills I can use. The circumstances can call for a new tactic, and these levies cannot do what needs to be done, nor can I. The Varyalan nods. If you truly think you can help, let's put that to the test. She waves off the levies who flank her. Her gestures are short and choppy, sharp and irritated. These damnable Sticha. I speak to them, I offer, cajole, negotiate, and threaten. Yet they persist in their digging. And every day another house on the cliffs above slips into the sea. If the digging does not cease, the city itself may crumble. So here is my request. Find a way into their lair, remove their precious eggs, and return them to me. These hostages shall ensure the future of the city above, and also turn a tiny profit if I could get them all. Thanks that. If you can negotiate a lasting settlement that does not require such drastic measures, you may also pursue that method, but I have been trying for days with no success. I think I can help
Making
you.
a note.
Good. We need to stop the Sticha before they bring down the entire substructure of the city. He pauses and lowers his voice. If you manage to infiltrate their lair, be sure to acquire all their eggs. I suspect they will have multiple clusters and we will need them all if we want to negotiate from a position of strength. What? You're carrying too many ciphers and have received a cipher sickness fellow. The strange forces emanating from ciphers cause unpredictable but always harmful effect when they interact. Okay, so to reduce, eliminate, or use some of your ciphers, sell them to a merchant, or give them to a party member. Okay, fine. She hands you a synth ball with a blinking device inside. Once you are in the lair, activate this. It will show you all the tunnels, the egg clusters, and the Sticha themselves. Better know what you face before you charge ahead. I'd like to ask some questions before I go. Very well. Be aware that the time you spend with me is more time for the Sticha to undermine the city. How can I reach the Sticha lair?
I'll remember that.
If I knew, I would go there myself. The Sticha are quick to dispatch intruders, and I doubt they would take humans or variolence there to their own accord. Perhaps a construct of some sort or a digging machine, but I know little of fabrication or manufacturing, so I will leave that for you to explore. Any other ideas to get in the lair? Some sort of digging construct, perhaps? She leans in close. This is your puzzle, my friend. I'm merely your employer. Can you tell me about yourself? She warbles deep in her throat. I'm Pelai, an accredited agent of the slave families. I act with their full faith and authority to resolve the Sticha crisis. I'm looking for a pale woman named Matkina, also. The name is familiar, and pale humans are rare. One would imagine I might recall someone of the description, alas I do not. The White Death? What does he want with her? Can you tell what you about Matkina again? Nothing. I have not already told you, my good rats. Okay. What are you familiar with Matkina, aren't you? She holds up her hands. Only by reputation. It may be that she found deployment with the council at one time. I know no more. What can you tell me about the Sticha? Filthy animals, cutting insects. Who can say if they are even sentient? First and foremost, they dig. And they care nothing for the homes they stabilize or the lives that are lost when our building collapses. They do not speak the truth reliably, so we cannot know if they understand the damage they cause. He frowns, though I suspect that they do. How do I communicate with them? Her crest flutters as she hisses in irritation. I have not the faintest idea. I do not even know if they fully understand the truth. Perhaps the one that points at itself and chitters can help. I call it contact. It mutter a handful of words and perform some sign language. I have tried to negotiate with it, but I have gotten nowhere. Farewell. So we need to ditch the cipher. Where is it? Oh, this is... Okay, you take it. Can you go with that? Okay. That sounds good. I just saved. So we don't have... we might need to explore the Vendrahur chapel too. We definitely need to do that. What do you have? See, this is where I find all my shins. Juvenile stickers. Hey! Cuban? Why you come here?
Why not?
So they are not openly hostile. That's good. Juvenile stickers are just doing their job. What is that? This tunnel is blocked by debris, but it's loose enough that a burrowing creature could easily push its way through.
On
Alright.
my way.
Okay, same thing. So that's it. It's totally blocked off. We need to talk to Cat.
Trust and honesty are... What's going on?
No. Let's continue on. Are you seriously? I was just thinking about screwing over the stickers, and you just say that trust and honesty are our bonds. Damn. This massive creature looms over you, sent like lightning, and an underground cavern washes over you, and it reminds you of nothing so much as curiosity. It chitters and rumbles, waving its large claws through an expressive dance. Something about these smells, sounds, and gestures seems familiar, a niggling itch in the back of your mind. At least you remember the taxonomy now. This is a Stichus, huge, burrowing insectoid. Continue. Points to itself and says, "Chikact." It follows with another stream of high-pitched noise. You remember it now. The language is broken like a Pidgin dialect, and you can understand it well enough to communicate. I checked. Speaker. To brown grub humans. You speak me, I speak Sticha people. You almost hear the sense of the language, the structure, the feel, the sound, the scent, the itch in your mind intensifies. You feel the memory of the Stichus language waiting to reveal itself. I have come to ask you to stop digging. No, not. What do you think of Pelii? Stichus seems discombobulated for a moment. Ooh! Then it thinks a little more. Then it sprays out a blast of pheromones, and you smell the sharp tang of acid and weakened stone. It smells like distrust. Pelii. Fishhead group, not good person. Leans closer. On sex, can smell desire. Okay. What eggs is safe place? Hidden? Not left deep stake eggs? Harm broodmates? Should have chosen for a more distinctive voice for him. You smell hardened shells, calcium and silicon baking around the Stichus, the scent of determination and safety. Not let anyone harm eggs without fight. Okay, that's fine enough. Can you tell me about the Sticha? Scrambles briefly at the wall, and a bit of lightning flares about the crown of an antennae on its head. Its shoulders shrug, and you smell dust. We Stichus live in rock, dig deep, devour electrical charge. Not enemy humans. Keep the community, grow old in new home, or perhaps. But is detail long, human not interest? Speak. Chquacked will answer. Why are you digging underpopulated areas? The Stichus stares blankly at you, its eyes shimmering. It seems to be trying to put its thoughts into a statement you can understand. Sticha must survive. Must live where food is, yes? It doesn't wait for an affirmation. Human watch every step? Avoid stepping on insects? No impact on other life? Sacrifice of others is natural order. Well, so we found out that they know what's up and they don't care. Well, perhaps they care a little bit, but don't care enough to not do it. But I get it. It taps you in the chest. Smart for human. It points toward the rest of the underbelly. Not smart. Why concern not? It gropes for the word. Not sentient. I found a dead Stichus near here. Can you tell me anything about that? How did you come to be under Sagas Cliffs? shrugs, its massive exoskeletal plates grinding. No ancient ever to tell. 4 generations only in caves. We live instinct. Only guess at legacy. Memories stolen. Pets the walls nearby. Stickers hatch from egg, yes. Trades come from evil bloom. Other words. Think humans stole eggs. Humans brought eggs to world. Humans hatch eggs. Larval stickers. Mystery to buyer. Released here. Chekekt exhales from its spiracles. Must guess at function. Now guess at society. Maybe advanced ones. Maybe great civilization. Now only dig. Dig for clues. Oh, right. Why are you digging here? This arm. Chekekt raises its great arm. Dig. Draw energy from rock, from friction. Eat electric charge. Store electric charge. It points to the spiky growths on its plating. Here, good rock. Hard. Much electric. Best found. Other places, not good. Right. You claim that the people in the city aren't sentient. That's not true. The sticker shifts its weight back and forth. Simple humans. Bite, eat, kill, try, steal eggs. Now harmony. Sentient? It trills out a scoff. Your digging is causing problems for the people above. Not concerned to Sticha. I found a dead stickers near here. Can you tell me anything about that? Null tunnel. Broodmate weakened. Could not feed its good self. Could not feed eggs. Digs tunnel to collapse on self. Not want to burden a Sticha family. The great head on the creature shakes ponderously. Barely strong enough to collapse the tunnel. Failed in life. Too weak perhaps. I don't like that. You guys are not really setting me the Sticha side. I get it. You guys dig here because this is where the food is. But you exile or kill the weak ones. I can't say the same isn't true for the humans. They just send them down here to die. I'm just saying that the humans are a bunch of jerks. You're a bunch of jerks. And yeah. Its taloned hand flexes and closes. Stun. Okay. Can you tell me more about the Sticha? Considers the question briefly and then emits a puff of pheromones that smell of soft rock crumbling under determined hands. It reminds you of a resigned acceptance. Speak. Chekekt will answer. Okay. Can you... No. I saw the... Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Alright.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. I have come to ask you to stop digging underneath the city. Why? Where we go? Give reason to stop. You can move deeper beneath the city. That's a good call. I can promise a regular tribute of power sources for you people for the city. Humans above are suffering. Do you want your people to have a future? Do you want war with the humans above? They will collapse your tunnels. They will destroy you. Damn, that's gonna be hard. 80%. Damn, it worked. It considers your words for a time. And the scents that surround it vary from the frightening to mundane. At last, the smell of scent and strongglass wafted past your nose. Chekekt says, human give good reason. Yes. Sticha comply. The thing is, if you're just killing the humans above, even for the food. I mean, like, you just give people no choice. They're gonna attack you because they lose their home. It's gonna be war. They will try to kill you. Oh, for sure.
Making a note.
It scratches the wall and drums a pattern there. Stick up, move deeper. Burrow to lesser rock. Starve for human's sake. Not fight with human is better. Oh, that's... I just feel like a jackass, but fine. That's it? I did it?
Yes.
Hey, pal, I did it! I have news about the sticker. How about that? I have handled the negotiations with the sticker. Good news, I trust. She lifts one foot to begin pacing, to start considering her options, and she stoops. She stops. She slowly turns toward you, each eye rotating separately. She lowers her foot and turns to face you squarely and bites off each word. What did you do? I convinced Chikekt that digging deeper would be a benefit to both the Sticha and the humans. There is no need to steal their eggs. You left their eggs with them? How will we enforce their exile without that leverage? She smooths her crest and blinks her eyes slowly. Fine, we can work with this for now. We have time to engineer another solution.
Making a note.
She stops, without striking her. Did you promise them anything else? Nope. Good. Then our work here is complete and I can return to the council tower. You're free to go back and take all the credit for this. Oh, bonded items? You acquired a bonded item. These pieces of equipment are powerful Numenera artifacts that go in the bonded equipment slots on the inventory screen. When equipped, they fuse directly to your skeleton, nervous system, organs, providing significant positive effects, but their invasive nature can also produce negative effects. Ebon Eyes. You can equip up to 2 bonded items at once. If your concentration skill is at novice level, both items inflict their negative effects. If trained, you ignore the negative effect from the first item. If specialized, you shrug off all negative effects from bonded items. If your skill level is inability, one of your bonded slots is locked until you improve your concentration skill. Right. She hands you a pouch. The city of Sagus Cliffs owe you its gratitude. Ebon Eyes. Training level in perception skill grants immunity to dazed and blinded. So, better perception, but worse stealth. Interesting. I will credit you in my report to the council. Might as well just credit me the whole thing. Ho ho ho! Anybody else want some meat? That was faster than I expected it to be.
Happy to help.
Thought that's gonna be a big thing, but no. It was not even close. So we need to head in to the... We have a lot of missions, gotta be said. Track down the murderer. Anyhow,
Go.
I believe this is a good time to take a break. We just gotta head in the Dead Rower Chapel next time around and just go around and just start making the assignments happen that they gave us. Start to chase them one by one. Anyhow, that's it, guys. Hope you had fun. Tell me if you did. Thanks for watching and see you around. And have a good one, guys.